Shout out to all the people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 7 minutes to countdown, baby. 7 minutes to countdown. Check, check, check. 1, 2, and 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm still in sunny Florida. We fly out today at 12:55 p.m. Check, check, check. Let me bring that audio up a little bit more. There you go. Let's get into the pocket. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me. And that's your time. I'm out here down here. I'm in South. I'm down here in Florida. I got my southern accent out here. I was fishing, hanging out on them boats, doing that thing, hanging out, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Everybody, it doesn't matter. If you like Sam, my name's Maki Wahlberg, and you got to get into Sam. He's so awesome. I played a cop. I played a fireman. I did so many things. I was Dirk Diggler. And I'm telling you right now, Sam's the best. I mean, there's no one better than Sam. Shout out everybody here on the live. Let's get it in. Starting early with the nonsense. Bitcoin booming to the upside. Is a bigger move brewing. Last night, I put out this beautiful little flag. Bang to the upside, hit that target. This flag, I talked about this being a right shoulder. It made a right shoulder. It banged out. On the 1 minute, I projected a right shoulder that didn't before it even happened. I drew this before it happened. Let me show you. Second time that day that I projected a right shoulder before it happened. If you look at it, it's also a bit of a cup and handle because there's a cup that ends up. But I projected this right shoulder, and then I said we'll probably break to the upside. I drew this for my trading group. I circled the area. I said this will probably be a great place to get in on the trade. I think I did it live, to be honest. And then it came down. It made a right shoulder exactly as I said, and then it boomed to the upside. This stuff is amazing. I can see it before it happens. I've been doing it for so long, it's absurd. You'd be like, how? How does this guy do it? Because your brain will become a subconscious feeder of information once you feed it all the information it needs, and then it will just kind of start to tell you what's going to happen. It's pretty interesting. And again, you're not going to be 100%, but I mean, look at that. I mean, that. And let's be honest, everyone, it was insane. I'm traveling. I could have taken a couple days off and said I got to be with my family. No. I knew that if I took a couple days off, I might have missed some of the greatest moves in the history of Bitcoin. You know what? And I knew that. And so that's why I don't take days off, because I never know when the biggest move are coming for Bitcoin. I have a good sense. And look at this. I mean, huge move coming. Do not miss this. 2 weeks. I said this aged well. I mean, it did, right? But like this, I just have to talk about this. I know you're not supposed to talk about yourself, but I mean, this cup and handle call right here was absolutely absurd. Like, it was absurd. All right? And then that wasn't the only cup and handle call. This cup and handle call was absolutely absurd too as well. I got us all the way to these high targets, and I showed you exactly how we were going to get there without hitting a stop loss. The trading yesterday was insane in the trading group. I've never seen so many gains. People were just wiling out. People were fighting over how many gains they could post. No, my gains are better. No, my gains. No, my gains. No, my gains. No, my gains. And the gains. Picked up this while I was here, and I'm going to talk about this and what this is. This is got a bigger deal than you realize, but we're going to talk about this at another time, all right? But this bracelet may start doing something with this bracelet and talking about what it is. It's got like metaphysical properties, supposedly. We'll see. I got to do my research, hang out with it for a month, but apparently this is supposed to do a lot of things. Help ADHD, help your blood pressure. We're going to break down why and talk about it, but not right now, all right? But yeah, I picked this up this weekend in Florida. Absolutely cool. And I don't wear bracelets. I'm telling you, there's a reason why I'm wearing it. It may have been the reason I call Bitcoin so amazingly well. You never know. You never know. You never know. But we nailed them. Look at that's a cup and handle. Bang. That's a cup and handle. Bang. Accurate calls. I played the calls too. My trades standard for themselves. People were making gains left and right in the trading group. If you missed the Bitcoin move, I'm sorry. You should have joined the trading group. You should have watched the lifer. All right. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. But we did it, baby. We did it. You're not asking days off gives you more days off with your family. You're not taking days off gives you more days off with your family. Isn't that funny? The more, yeah, exactly. Gains on gains, gang. Yeah. Please kindly check S&P. Hey, Lifer, my favorite place to be. Shout out to BitMat. Shout out to Juice World. Shout out to Wick. Shout out to Alex Land Yao Jr. Shout out to Semeles. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Vibes Are High. Lifer Adam. Mana Druya. My man. And all the awesome lifers that are jumping on in. Hope the early lifers see that I'm going to they're going to show up at 10 a.m. today and be so like, where is the lifer? Maybe I can post something really quick while I'm there. I'm done watching other TAs. Staying here for now. Gains. Hey, Sam, God bless you. You're so accurate that even some of the highest leverage traders can make a fat bag off the calls. Sam the man. Shout out to the lifers. Gains. Yeah, man, there's no stop loss getting hit on my entries. They're perfect. Like it happens over and over and over again. I use stops, but You know what I mean? So, anyway, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. And 150% trade. Let's go. The bracelet is hidden. Bull sign for chain link, right? Kaz is holding the 1 hour as the 200 rises. I know, it's a big deal. Caspa banging to the upside. I showed you my Caspa bags. I showed you how I loaded up. We'll see what happens in the future. Do we get bagged? Does the market tank? Does Sammy go down in a blaze of fury? Or do we win and rise like a phoenix from the ashes? We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about Bitcoin right now for you like we do every single day. See this half a cup of handle? I talked about this breaking out before it did. And I even gave this flag right here, and we would continue to the upside. So let's delete all the mess, and let's deliver you some clarity today on the live stream. You see, I just deleted everything, but you can see that 1 hour is about to blast. I want to talk about this. I see this breaking out. I mean, that's just a flag. It's this simple. If you know how to trade a flag, you can get paid today. All right? This 1 hour looks like it's about to pump to the upside. The whole world woke up and they missed the move. You know what I mean? Like, what happened? If you partied all weekend and now you're hungover on Monday morning because you wanted to go hard on Sunday after going hard all weekend because you just doubled down, tripled down, and now you're like, how did I miss these Bitcoin moves? You know? So right off the bat, I see this as a possible move to the upside. I call these a half a cup of handles. They got this like half a cup action kind of going on, and they like to move to the upside. Right? I could see this booming. So just right off the bat, I want to show you this so you don't miss out. Keeler Country Music. Let's get it popping. Thank you so much. And Encrypted Decrypt. Can Rune break $2? It looks like it could head higher. Oh, wow. Shout out to these new super chats. I guess you sent a super chat before. Wow. Thank you so much for the $40 in super chats. You people are absolutely amazing. That's going to be my burger while I'm waiting for my flight maybe, or maybe some food in the airport. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. There was a falling wedge in the 1 hour that blasted. Unrivaled Pensacola here. My man, God bless you. Bitcoin to 1 mil by December. You're funny, man. Injective getting great volume. I told you that thing was going to be a perfect entry there where we put it out there. We'll talk about it. So Bitcoin, I see a possible move up today, maybe even in the next half an hour to an hour, all the way to 31,775. We're going to load up BOOKMAP in a second. Let me just finish my sauce, but I just want to put this out there so you have it. All right, I'm going to move on from this. Write this down. The entry, stop loss, 31,192. Entry would be now with the take profit at 31,803. All right, and it may not happen. We'll see. Let me look at the smaller time frames. We're going to break it down. Five. The 15-minute may have to kind of come down. Or there's a chance, actually, look, it broke out. And now the 15 minutes inside of a bit of a flag here. And that's when you flip on the moving average. Before I get the big stuff, I got to give you the small stuff because price action's booming. I usually start small and go big, but meaning I start with the weekly and zoom in. But like, we may miss a huge trade right here. All right. So I want to make sure I'm watching these smaller time frames. This thing could take off right now. Like, it's interesting. It almost looks like it broke out, retested, and wants to fly. So even on the 7-minute, you have a bit of a move here too. So there's your smaller swing trade to 31,080. The bigger trade takes you to 31,700, right? And 70. I've been hitting these moves for days now. Now people listen when I speak. They're like, whoa. This man just hit some of the biggest gains for Bitcoin. He called them on vacation. The dude was in a jacuzzi when he made the call. The 2 cup and handle calls are in the gains on gains lifer. You're the best, man. Yo, Sean, my whole team, Jamie, Lakochi, Jay, my editor, FUD expert, if you're out there. I don't know what you've been doing, but if you've been doing something, I don't know. But shout out to everybody here. I love you, Crypto Lifer. I love you, Kyle Vero. What about grabbing the 31.5 and then the dump to imbalance? You never know, baby. You never know. Shout out to all the awesome traders in the trading group. Did you miss the move? And we made so much money this weekend, it's insane. Like, if I told someone how much I made yesterday, you wouldn't believe it. In one day on a Sunday. I made more than I used to make in 2 months of work in one day yesterday on a Sunday. Like, it's insane. Like, I can't. So I see this thing starting to take off right now as we speak. Honestly, this thing looks mean. Bitcoin looks mean right now. Like, it just doesn't care. I feel like I'm forced to. I don't even want to open a trade. I got to travel today, but I feel like I'm forced. I don't like where the 15-minute, it's so high, but it like, something's pumping on these smaller time frames right now. And do I stay reserved and not trade at all? There's a chance. I just see this bigger move coming right here on this. See, this is a cup and handle. See, there's a cup, little handle there. I see that breaking out, and it is. I mean, you can see the stochastics want to go. I like to just build the trade here in front of my face. And don't worry, we're going to get to the bigger time frame. But last night was the weekly candle close, too. When we broke it down, I couldn't scream close because I was in an Airbnb. It was like 11 at night. I wasn't going to blah, and just be a complete ridiculous, nonsensical person. I don't like disturbing other people when they're on vacation. I think that's rude. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? So I didn't do it. So you can take a shot here. I don't like how high the stochastics are, but things are just out of control. And we may just continue to pump, Look at that 1 minute trade. That would have been a beautiful 1 minute trade had I been watching the 1 minute time frame. I mean, look at that. I can't do it all. Like, I'm pissed right now that I missed that. I'm like, dude, how did I miss that? That was such an easy move. 4% gains on 10x leverage. Bang. I mean, you can't beat that. We could double top here, though. So now you can see some resistance. All right, so I gave you some small time frame stuff so I can move on. I just don't want to. I want to make sure you guys are seeing what's going on and you're privy to the information. And, what I could do, too, is I'm going to just hide this for a second. These are groupings. Whenever you do something on the chart, you can group it out, right? Right-click it. All right, create a group of drawings and then take that off. And then you're going to be all cool. You can do what you want. But be careful. This thing looks like it could moon, I don't like how high the 15-minute is. It's telling me to be reserved. And so I'm going to reserve a little bit there. And let's see my 5. 5 minutes says we're going to rep. Interesting enough, right? Stop loss below, I don't mind that. Stop loss at 30,394. It is false move Monday too, though. I got to be careful. I'm going to risk less than I normally risk, right? 30,331. Okay, take profito. Really probably should think about taking some profit right there at 30,991. And then the bigger target I got is about 31,000. I'm going to call it like 800, 31,808. 808 and heartbreaks, right? $42 to risk on $119. I'm going to begin the trade. If it starts to go well, I'm going to add to the trade, all right? No reason to risk too much. I made a boatload yesterday. Why go back into the market with a boatload? Even if it rips, it'll come back down. I can short it. I can long it. I do not have to FOMO in to anything, everyone. I just want to make that really clear. No FOMO needed in any type of trading. Keep yourself centered. Keep yourself going, all right? Hi, my love. 2 minutes?
No, I'm going to go eat.
Oh, you're going to eat with the kids. Have a beautiful time. Enjoy looking at the water and sitting there while they cater to you and bring you parfaits and fruit and coffee.
I won't bring you anything back, though.
You look like a queen, my love. What's it like to be a queen? The Mrs. Lifer. Amazing. I love you. Wow. I'm very lucky. I'm a blessed man. Yo, yesterday was one of the greatest days of my entire life. I'm telling you right now. Of my entire life. I met someone that motivated me on a level that I don't think I've ever been motivated in my life. And I'm just super excited. I believe you can learn a lot from the people that are around and the people that I know. And they're amazing. There's some amazing people out here on YouTube and on Twitter. All right. All right. Lock the door. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So, oh yeah. My man, Gary Cardone, dude. This guy, such a smart dude. Such an what they call emotional intelligence. This guy has a high intellect, man. He's just an amazing dude. And it was amazing. This is the party last night. The party at his house was just unbelievable. So fun, man. That might have been last night, too. He threw so many parties at his house. But, amazing. Oh, yeah, no, that was it. But, I mean, this guy, man, he opened up his house to people from all around the country. We threw a great, what I felt like a blockchain party in a way. All sorts of people there representing Bitcoin, finance, banking. And then we gave back to the Firemen's Benevolence Association. It was Thursday night. It felt like a dream. I can't believe it. This has been one of the greatest weekends ever of my life, man. Getting to meet Gary, getting to know Gary, good guy, man. In my opinion, what a beautiful person. So, Let's go, man. See this beautiful W to the upside here on the daily time frame. This suggests that we are going for more, all right? And that a big move is coming for Bitcoin. Let's grab our highlighter. This is a W. W's break to the upside. Do we come and sweep the lows of the W? It can happen, all right? You want to look for an inefficiency on the daily if there is one. We do have one right there, a massive inefficiency on the daily. Do we come back down and fill this inefficiency? It's very possible. We've moved pretty fast for a while, all right? And what's cool is to extend the inefficiency so you can see it later on in time, all right? What is it? It's when this wick doesn't meet this wick, and that's a fatty. Why is it a fatty? Because, you know, it's big, all right? Remember in college when you had a fatty? No, I'm just joking, man. Well, there's a bunch of different words for fatty. I'm not using the one you think. I'm using the other one. Anyway, and I don't want to be disrespectful, so I'm not talking about women. I just want to make that really clear. Like, I'm talking about when a guy rolls a big cigar. They call it a fatty, all right? I don't know. I'm serious, all right? And because this looked like a cigar and it looks long and thick, this is getting weird. Long and thick and just, I don't know where this is going. I'm going to stop now. I'm just going to stop now. Get myself caught up in these innuendos. My goodness. Freudian slips. Right? Anyway, you know what a Freudian slip is, right? It's when you say something somewhat sexual without realizing it. You know what I mean? Like when people are like, we got the breast in the brightest. Didn't George Bush say that? He was like, we got the breast in the brightest. People were like, yo, man, he really did that? So look, rising wedges break to the upside. This thing said it was going to go parabolico. I kept showing you the parabola. And I can go over this over and over again. I pulled the Fibonacci here, gave you the 786 retracement. It's just been an unbelievable move. I called the hidden bullish divergence on the 8-hour that got us going right here and cooking. This whole move started right here at the hidden bullish divergence on the 8-hour time frame that I gave out to the entire Twitter for free. Chris Inks even commented on it. Shout out to ITrust Capital, my man. Love that dude. Sees the market the way it should be seen, in my humble opinion, and he's pretty spot on. When I was long, he was long. Like there was like a few people that were like as adamant as me. Other people were just doing TA. Like we could go here, we could go there. I was like, no, we're going to the upside. I said that's hidden bullish divergence. That's 90% accurate that you're gonna break the high above this high. Like I told you guys all this stuff over and over again. And again, it's not about me. It's about the technical analysis. You will get as good as I am if you dedicate yourself to the charts. It's that simple. You won't read the news. You won't listen to the nonsense. You will dedicate yourselves to the charts. You will nail it. You will absolutely nail it. You will be amazing. I'm telling you right now, you have it in you to be absolutely amazing, and you will be. And you will be. There's no reason why you can't be amazing here. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Dione hit, Mile hit, Opto hit, and all this money starts to flow into the altcoins when it rips. So we're just showing you how we gave you the hidden bullish divergence. We pulled the Fibonacci from here to here. I found the 786 retracement. I called it out right there. We blasted to the upside. We made that trade live in front of everyone. Unbelievable. I bought so much Bitcoin spot in this area due to this hidden bullish. It just told me to buy spot. We're going to blast to the upside. You may never get $25,000 Bitcoin again. Who here thinks you'll get $25,000 Bitcoin again? You know? And again, we're not supposed to, we don't know, right? I'm going to engage with the audience and I'm going to start answer viewer questions live. Start a Q&A. What is that? Say something. I don't know what this is. Start a Q&A. Maybe I can't do a Q&A. Can you guys ask questions? Can you guys jump into the Q&A? How does this work? This is cool. Tell me what's going on. How can you guys ask me a question on the Q&A? Thoughts on liquidity? We are good. Do you see a 9-inch wick? You're hilarious. Did you really just say that? I'm good. How are you? What's up? When did you figure out you were the David Goggins of crypto? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it was when you told me. Today, right now. You know what I mean? Do you have eggs this morning? No, I had nothing to eat. Thoughts on Asia doing the pumping? I mean, they felt like they missed out, dude. And they had a good jump back in, right? I don't know how this works. End the Q&A. I don't know how this will remove all questions in the question list. Cancel. Also, there's still a Q&A that I can go and check whenever I want. I'm so confused. It has ask a question for us to click. That's so cool. Can I also start a poll? Yeah. Let's get engagement going here. Will you ever be able to buy Bitcoin under 25K again? Yes or no? Will you ever be able to buy Bitcoin under 25K again? Yes or no? I need an answer. I'm saying no. You tell me what you think. I believe we could. I think it's highly likely we never see it 25K again. The Bears had all their time to do it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. All right. I'm going to end the Q&A. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to get back to it either. I don't know where the questions are for the Q&A. I'll come back to Q&A though. All right. 20K Bitcoin incoming. This guy, he wrote that last night. We're tanking. This dude's such a weirdo. I swear, man. They're the weirdest people. They make no money. They're broke. And they come on the channel when we make thousands of dollars and they say Bitcoin's going to dump. They're mad funny, man. God bless you, brother. We love you. We know you're lost in the sauce. If you want to get found, come join the trading group, cryptolifer.com. It's for people just like you, man, who need it more than anyone else. Can you tell us to give us an opinion within an ask question, like what gift should I get my wife as a souvenir? You can tell us to give us an opinion with that ask question, like, okay, when you start a Q&A, you have a tab of the drop-down menu to see the questions. Interesting. What's your favorite place on earth? Martha's Vineyard. I said that really fast. Martha's Vineyard. But I really like Siesta Key Beach. I really like Florida, man. I keep coming down to Florida. You guys notice it more and more and more and more and more and more. Hey, I like to spend my money on traveling and going nice places. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful time to be alive. So anyway, we showed you this idea for Bitcoin. We went over it numerous times. I kept showing you that the rising wedge could break to the upside. The measured move isn't even done yet. It's 31,867. And the hidden bullish on the 3-day suggests that we do have to break back above the high inside the hidden bullish. So just like we have hidden bullish here, let's go back in time to Bitcoin. Does it close every single inefficiency? Does it always close an inefficiency? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. It really did so far. But here, when it ripped, like here's some inefficiencies maybe that never got filled here. Let's see. In this little move here, no, but like, all right, there's one inefficiency that didn't get filled right here. But they're rare. Most of them did get filled. Kind of creepy me out because it's saying, hey, like this one, yep, that one got filled. There's a big one between 20 and, but that one got filled. You know what I mean? See? Wow, they almost all got filled. It's kind of creepy. We're going to show you the CME gap because we probably made a CME gap because we bumped up so much of the weekend. The CME definitely gapped up. Something we're going to have to worry about. Actually, makes me want to think to pull off the trade a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. I knew that the 15-minute was going to come to the downside and pull back, right? The 15-minute didn't look good on us. 15-minute says, hey, I got to pull back. And that's why I made the trade extra light. See, I'm only down $9. I couldn't lose a lot. And I'd rather add to the trade if it goes my way. If this 15-minute resets and we can stay inside a flag, I'm going to stay in the trade. If not, I get stopped out. I lose $20, $30. We move on. You know what I mean? And then I can build another position and think about it. I don't have to be stressed. The key is not to stress yourself at any moment in time. You're right where God puts you, so why would you be stressed? If you truly believe God loves you and put you where you need to be, then what are you stressed about? Nothing, because you're where you're supposed to be. When you're not doing what you should do with God and you know you got a bad relationship with God, that's when you feel weird. When you're drinking obsessively, God gave you a body and you know the alcohol's not that good for you, but you continuously drink over and over again. You know it's not good for you. You know what I mean? So, bang. Thank you, yo, Jamie, I love you, man. You're such a nice guy. I got some of the nicest people and loving people and kind people around me that I just don't see how I can fail because that's who's around me. I have such good people around me. I really do. All right? 15-minute needs to come down on the stochastics RSI. I tell you that on that 15. All right? It's got to happen at one point. So let's keep it moving. I talked about the 3-day hidden bullish. If you didn't know, I pointed it out. I don't know any other trader that used the 3-day as much as me, and I don't know anyone trader that pointed this out. I didn't see it anywhere. I didn't watch a lot of traders, though, so, you know. But if you were with me, I called all these moves with just beautiful precision, based on traditional technical analysis, using no indicators but free ones or actually ones you need on premium, but I didn't have to buy a package or get myself juiced up. You know, it is what it is. So I like what I'm seeing here. This has been awesome. We do have a huge inefficiency here. That's going to come down at 23,000. Do we fill that? There's a chance we sweep the lows at the double bottom. Is this this could be a head and shoulder pattern. We have to be open-minded at all times. Is Bitcoin just making a head and shoulder that dumps to the downside? We must get a high above here. We must close candles above 31,500 really to remain bullish. 31,008 I'm going to call it. You got to see 32K. Right? We see 32K. This negates this, and then we're starting the double bottom to the upside, and we're flying. But there's a chance this curves to a right angle, right? A right curve here, and we make a shoulder, head, and shoulder to the downside. All right? That's one thing that we do have to stay watchful of. Shout out to the 551 people on the live, 210 likes, $22.10 in chat revenue. If I was live this morning at my regular time, it would have been one of our biggest live streams ever. I'm missing out on that, but you know what? God wants me to do what I got to do. I'm going to trust in God that today is going to be okay no matter what. I got faith, baby, that everything works out the way it's supposed to. I got faith that everything works out the way it's supposed to. All right? So the 3-day chart looking beautiful. It even has a little more momentum. The daily getting a little overbought. The 4-hour showing signs of bearish divergence. This is what I started seeing last night. I sold my bigger position last night and started just playing on smaller time frames in case they gave me some love. 4 hours suggesting that it's going to curve to the downside. That's bearish divvy right there. All right? Doesn't mean it's all over, but it's, we got some type of channel here. Now, we could be channeling or we could fall through the channel, but a good place to look for an area that Bitcoin might bounce from as I get out of Miniville. Why am I in Miniville right now? Is come back down here to this level here and test 30,200, right? See where the moving average is? The 21 is too far away from 4 hours, so it's likely going to pull back. Tell me that the short is most likely here to the downside, maybe on this Monday morning. Just be careful. Smaller time frames could. So you got to. The short looks good right now on the 4, but you got to zoom into the 15 of the 7 and make sure they don't sideswipe you, meaning they don't make a beautiful flag beforehand. So you watch the smaller time frames even when you set up your bigger time frame move. All right. And again, I just used the long tool. Let me switch back to the short tool. But I have to say, as bullish as I was, I got to point out some bearish things that I do see in the charts. All right. Is it like this? Did we say it fell out and broke back inside? Monster move for Bitcoin. And again, we could just go sideways here. We may go sideways and make a beautiful flag and then come into the 21 and get a move. Watching how price action interacts as the stochastics reset with the 21-day moving average is my sauce. When the 21 touches price and the stochastics reset, it's a very simple way to hit a gain. Sam, have you heard of Ready Games? They are going to come out with ICO for RDYX token this year. Gaming coin. Sounds cool. Very bullish week daily. I'm seeing green money flow. Woo. Think we bullish retest to the top of the wedge. Something like, oh, you mean like this? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, all the way down here? There's a chance. I see what you're saying. We come all the way back down and bullishly retest the top of the wedge. That's possible. It's a possibility. So right now we're just waiting out the smaller time frames, but they could get busy. And so I just watch them like this. So I'm going to get rid of that work, but I want you to understand that the 4 hour doesn't look amazing. All right. And look, we took you from the weekly to the 3-day to the daily to the 4 hour to the 15. And literally, I want to look at the 1 hour now. The 1 hour looked interesting to me. Like it could get a bit of a pump. It's getting close to the 21-day moving average. So I like this 1 hour setup. Honestly, it looks cool. And so I'm going to put my faith in the 1 hour today. That's going to be the time frame that I'm really going to hone in on. Knowing, I can't explain that either. Some days you trade and you just know which time frames to hone in on. Like I can't explain that. My mind will just, one day it'll just decide, you know what? I'm going to trust the 4 hour more than anything else. And I'm going to ride this 4 hour. And then other days I switch the other way and I'm like, you know what? It's the 7 minute. The 7 minutes about to explode. And that came from just, I can't explain that. It's like riding a horse. A guy just knows, right? You just get this sixth sense of when the horse is doing something, how to move with it. I can't fully explain how I figured some of this stuff out. So much is going on in my brain that I can't comprehend, you know? That's why my wife scared the bejesus out of me because I'm in the zone. I am in the zone, right? So look for price action to come back down, possibly retest this area at 30,455, touch the 21-day moving average, and continue to the upside. Broken money printer goes skirt, right? God bless all you beautiful lifers. Bitcoin, ETF meme coins is doing numbers. Dump incoming, 31K rejection. I love it when lifers first thing of the morning really gets me motivated for the day and confident with the charts are saying for the day. Shout out to Patrick Leishman. We love you. We appreciate you. No perma bull, no perma bear. I love it. You cannot be a perma bull or perma bear. You got to see the charts exactly how they are. All right. I would watch this flag if this 4 hour starts to flip, if the 15-minute resets and you don't lose a lot of sauce. Like if this 15-minute stochastics reset and you don't lose a lot of sauce, possibly one more pump here before that bearish div starts to kick in on that 4 hour time frame. However, a bit of a kind of a double top with a slanted, like you could look at it this way. I'm being really open-minded here, but I'm seeing this differently just in case. This could be kind of a double top, a slanted one that could break us down, all right? The 15-minute is the one time frame that wants to break down, so I wouldn't, I'd wait. And it looks like the price action would be somewhere. Now, if you lose the 200, the 50 here, you could drop down to the 200. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do drop down to this level and retest these lows at about 30,014. All right. Wow. Just your feeling. Let's be perma-humans. I love you for saying that. Welcome to Crypto Lifer. I am Sam. You are Sam. We're all Sam. Avoid being a bear bull. Instead, be a wolf. Amen. I love it. Pigs get slaughtered. You know what I mean? This looks like $12. I'm down bad, guys. I'm freaking out. I'm getting wrecked. I finally took this account over $7,000. It was a big deal for me. Scalp City yesterday. Perma-humans. Big symmetrical triangle being developed. Avoid being a perma bull inside. I love that. Lone wolf, baby. The lone wolf. The Irish. The lone wolf of the Irish. $15 minutes coming, and I knew the 15 minutes coming down. Why didn't I scalp the short? I don't know. I'm more of a bullish this morning, so I'd rather wait. I'd rather buy, wait for it to come back into another price action, buy again. But I could see us moving down to 31,153. That would be the target to the 200 SMA on the 15-minute. If we can't seem to hang. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see what BOOKMAP is saying. Now, if we can break above this level and retest 31,000, I would long even more, further up to 32K. All right. I don't see us moving down anywhere, honestly. Let's eat lots of hot dogs. You're funny, man. Take a look at injection. Your call. Put in the 99. Show them you got the gains. Thank you for saying that. And, dude, we bring so many gains, it's ridiculous. Like, our reputation precedes us at this point. Most consistent dude in all of YouTube. I'm on vacation with my family in St. Peters, Florida. I made it happen. I knew that if I took a day off, I could miss some of the greatest moves for Bitcoin in my life. I wasn't going to let that happen. 573 people on the live, 242 likes. Can you feel the momentum of the lifers? And I called the bottom at 15K. You guys saw me buy a $19,000 Bitcoin. One of the only YouTubers who bought a whole Bitcoin live in front of everybody. Everyone was else afraid to do it because what they did it and it went down. And they thought, well, everyone will call me names and say I'm stupid, right? I said, you know what? My TA is so solid. It's telling me that this is a great place to get in. I'm going to look super awesome if I follow the technical analysis. I studied it. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker in the house. I am liked up. Hot dog in the water. You're funny, man. Shout out to Michael Christian Benitez in the house. I wish I knew this group in 15K. It's okay. You're right where you need to be now. Be in the flow like you're playing baseball. I keep hitting base hit after base hit in one game. I know. Don't sleep on the Kronos chain. I don't like Kronos. Not at all. BOOKMAP sandwich. Yeah, I'd rather invest in BNB than Kronos. They're going to do way better in my humble opinion. But you do whatever makes you happy. Kronos puts a weird taste in my mouth, man. I've never been a fan. So we got a lower order down there where I talked about it, 31,050, the same place that I said we might hit. So we might come down, grab that order, and then rip to the upside. However, we still got liquidity to the upside, 31,000, 31,005. Huge orders right here. Suggest it's not a great time to short because you will get squeezed into this short submission. All right, just be careful about that. Let's take a look at mob charts, which I haven't looked at. It's brand new, so I forgot about it even existed. You know what I mean? And shout out to the channel sponsors. We absolutely love you. Moment of silence for the channel sponsors out here. Let's break it down. Who makes this happen every single day? ITrust Capital. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. ITrust Capital is an amazing place to go. Look at ITrust Capital. Buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver with your IRA. 24 hours, 365 days a year. And, you know, I figured they only had like the basics when I started, like an IRA, traditional stuff. That's not true. They got Polkadot, Chainlink, they got Chiliz, they got Gala, they got Shiba Inu. They have some of the awesomest coins that you need. And honestly, you could buy and sell inside of this ITrust Capital Roth IRA tax-free. You know, reach out to your CPA and your professional, find out what's cracking. But this is an amazing, amazing resource. I really, truly like ITrust Capital. Unbelievable. So shout out to my sponsors, ITrust Capital and BingX. How could I forget the beautiful place at BingX? BingX is amazing. Why is BingX so awesome? Well, when I break down what BingX does is you can trade the S&P, right? You can trade all sorts of different assets all in the same place. Instead of having to jump all around and go crazy, you're able to kind of make it happen. Let me find my BingX affiliate link there. And they threw up a Crypto Lifer page. Jump on it today. Sign up to BingX. It'll blow your mind. You'll get bonuses for USDT. You'll have access to user rewards up to 5,000 on BingX. Profit with the world's top traders. Trade cryptocurrency, Forex, S&P, NASDAQ, and more, all in the same place. You will absolutely love it. BingX, thank you so much. You could join using the QR code with your phone right now while you're watching, or you can hit the link in the description. That's all the way at the top of the screen there. BingX, right here. BingX, baby. BingX, all right? Funny names of these exchange, but hey. And, of course, go to CryptoLifer.com to join the trading group if you want to see the sauce, if you want the knowledge, if you want to get in with what we're doing, all right? This could also be a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder here. I think you said a possible symmetrical triangle form in here, something like this. Yeah, it looks more like a symmetrical triangle. Crypto Bear Baker, man, you're becoming like the lifer, man. You're seeing it before it happens. And look, there's a bit of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. This would also end up being a Sammy Cup and Hattie in a bit of a way here. And again, this is weird how I'm seeing it all, but, you know, is it the Labradorite heart that I brought with me on my vacation? And I did. You think I'm crazy, right? But I bring gemstones on my vacation. I think it's important. I always keep Labradorite around, man. Super amazing gemstone. Beautiful essence. And this one's a heart, right? Shaped as a heart. So I bring my heart with me on vacation. And I did get some time with the sun. I did see some old friends. It was absolutely amazing. I had a blast. 7 minute could really rip us to the upside. Remember when the other time frames don't look amazing and the 7 minute just does damage? Look at this point of control. We can stay above 26,634. We're going to be in pretty good shape. We're just pushing through right now. So if we can get above this POC, everything's going to be pretty interesting. So I'm still in the long. No reason to really close it. Possibly short shoulder, head, and right shoulder here, and a bit of a cup and handle that could propel us to the upside. The 15 minutes, the one time frame that's kind of but it may get pinned. 1 hour and the 7 minute, both looking pretty lovely. And you see that I did open up the long. Interesting. If we can get back above this level, I would like to add to the long 30,950 and then take that up to 31,800. This is what I'm looking at. This is the idea. This is the sauce. And again, you could even, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. I'm just giving you ideas and levels that I'm looking at for Bitcoin, right? And I can't pump Bitcoin. I don't have enough money, so there's no way that I was the one that made this thing move. So you can see the technical analysis actually works because I saw these things before they happened, and you know there's no way I can pump Bitcoin. So I do the same thing for altcoins and all sorts of other coins too, and I show you how to get in and out, you know, and make it happen. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get that music back up and running. Didn't mean to take it away. God bless you all for jumping on in and being a part of the Lifer stream. No. So Bitcoin still holding gains, 30,651. Looks like we may get a bigger move to the upside. That's a 3-to-4-2 risk-reward ratio. And that's the next trade on the border on the move here. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see what, we already looked at BOOKMAP. Liquidity is in our favor. One last thing I'm going to tell you is the liquidation indicator. We're going to see how many people are kind of hanging out at these levels. All right. Can you handle it? Lifer liquidations. The AA Lifer Liquidator. Let's take a look at this and see what's happening in the chats. And shout out to Sin City Crypto, invited me on the show today. I would have loved to jump on the show. Would have been absolutely amazing, but I'm flying at the exact time you guys are live, so I can't make the show, even if I wanted everything in my heart to make it, which is true, Dave. I love you. Dave texted me this morning, said, I know it's early. Dave, I love you that you would reach out last night like that. Always reach out. Sin City Crypto, we love you. We appreciate you. I love jumping on your channel whenever I get a chance. All right. And that's being humble too. You know, when my channel got big, I never said no to, and I'm not saying, I feel they're bigger than me. I'm not talking about them. Even though they may have 10,000 subscribers, they got a studio, they got a following. Like, I'm not bringing up. But what I want to say is, I knew in my heart, because I want to bring light and love and positivity to people. So I knew anyone that, hey, you want to come on my channel? I take that opportunity. You know what I mean? And I canceled, like, say I had a huge thing planned. Remember when ATB first came out? I had, my life was planned. I had things, and they're like, can you do this at 4 o'clock? I'm like, of course. Someone else calls me, do you want to come on? I'm like, of course. And so when Sin City Crypto forged that relationship with me, I said, it's a whole new audience, a whole new group of people. I definitely want to jump on in. So if you look at this, there's a lot of short liquidations here, less long, but it does see concentrated. So it looks like they may poke back up, grab these, then come back down and grab this liquidity below. So be careful. There's a lot of liquidity. This is a 50x, 25x leverage on the shorts. In the longs, these are their stop losses, right? So this is the 100, the 25x. This is the 50x. That's the 100. Then this is the yellow is the 100x shorts, right? And their stop losses. There's the 50 and there's the 100. There's the 25. And it's the sections of liquidations on either end of the board. The thicker you see it, the more liquidations, right? So we definitely see more liquidations down here. There's way more stop losses down here than up here. They're likely going to sweep those lows. So just be careful, because that likely could happen. All right. Remember, we made a lot of money this weekend. There's no reason to overtrade on a Monday, false move Monday. You can see my position is way smaller than it was this weekend. I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. Lack of bearish momentum. 15-minute does have to flip, but I like this 7-minute. I'm staying strong on the 7. 7-minute cup and handle for Sammy to the upside. 7-minute cup and handle for Sammy to the upside. Can he take it all the way, folks? Can he take it all the way? Looks like he just might. But anyway, so we'll see what happens. I'm still watching this 7-minute time frame to see if it can stay inside this pocket. As Bitcoin starts to get a little flat for a second here at 30,638, as if people are waiting for market open of New York. And again, I'm never here before market open in New York. Is this a funny time for me to be alive on the live? Shout out to the 600 people on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. $288.55 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at the poll and see what's happening with the poll. And just check in on that poll. Will you ever buy Bitcoin under 25K again? 53% say yes. 43% say no. It's a lockstep. We have 357 votes. Let's get more votes in this action, please. I want to get all the 700 people here that have come in and out, 1,000 people that come in and out, to tell me what's happening. Jesus is love and Jesus is light. God bless you, man. Esau, he wrote the book of love, man. Bitcoin is going to fly, baby. Dump incoming from Elias. It works, mate. I started following you after seeing you on Banter. Then joined the 99 shortly after that. Bang, bang, bang. I'm telling you, man, I'm the YouTuber that scares your fellow YouTuber. They're afraid of my hustle, man. I see people wary of me. I know. I'm not dumb, man. I know when someone's looking at me when they're like, damn, this guy's a machine. What am I going to do with this machine? This man is a machine. And I never meant to rustle feathers, but I'm just telling you, my work ethic is as scary as it is, you rustle feathers when you're as extreme as I am, and you go as hard as I have. There's no way you don't have the industry kind of peeking at you like, who is this guy? He's about to hit 50,000 subs, and all he has to do is 10x that to 500,000. I'm 20 away from 1 million. I mean, that's not that easy. You're talking to a guy that took a tiny bit of money and 100x'd it, 1,000x'd it. So when I look at my YouTube channel, I could definitely 1,000x that. I could take 1 million and turn it into $1 billion. That's 1,000x. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? It's hard, but it's not that hard. Ruffle the feathers. I call Russell the feathers because it's Russell Crowe. I said, do I rustle the crow's feathers with my beautiful mind? I thought it was funny, So I had this funny joke. Do I rustle the crow's feather with my beautiful mind? I don't know. It's just a little underlining joke, man. Rustle the feathers. So I'm just, I'm trying to give you something. Anyone can say ruffle the feathers, man. Let's be a little different and unique here. You know what I mean? Like Kobe Bryant, practice discipline. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I studied Kobe Bryant. I did when I started my YouTube channel and I started watching documentaries on him, especially when he died, and I got into this idea. He used to wake up at 4 a.m. and work till like 6 or 7, come home, have some breakfast, do his thing, go back to the gym and do another set from like 9 to 1, and then do another set from like 4 to 7. And he knew all the other basketball players were doing a set from like 1 to 4 and 4 to 8, and then giving some rest because you can't hurt yourself. You got to take the rest, He did 3 sessions of 4 hours every day. So every single week, He did 4 hours more than everybody else. You times it by 70, he had 28 hours. Yeah, by the end of the month, right? Well, he had 112 hours more than everybody else, right? Or you know what? Might have done the math, right? 28 hours times 5 times 4 is 80, and then the 50 and the 40 is 120 hours, right? So the guy was a machine, dude. He was a machine, you know? And he just would gain that much more on his competitor. He said, I'm not better than everybody else. I practice more than everybody else. Dude, the more you practice, the more prayers for Mamba Man. Moments of silence for Kobe Bryant, bro. Moment of silence for Kobe. His wife still cries every morning. Think about when she turns on the TV. When you're married to someone that prolific and they disappear, I mean, that's got to... Anyone disappears. I don't want to say that, but I mean, you can see pictures of him. You hear him. You know, you can watch reruns of him. Like, he exists all around you. So God bless his wife and his kids, man. And that's tough. When he went down, that was the weirdest thing for me. It was like, I remember where I was when I found out Kobe Bryant went down. It was really weird. I was just went to a circus with my sister, and then I was in this like bar. So crazy, man. Anyway, so I see this move for Bitcoin coming, and I'm sticking to it. All right, I'm staying long, baby. I'm staying long. BOOKMAP suggests that we got more liquidity to the upside. It's a lot closer than to the downside. About to flush these shorts. I wouldn't be surprised if right when the market opens and New York comes in 1 minute, New York opens at 9 a.m. Or is it open at 9:30? No, 9 a.m. Yeah. No, I think it... Hold on. I don't trade the stock market anymore. I forgot when it opens. I'm just really tired. I know when it opens. My brain is like shot right now. I didn't sleep last night. I was up till 2 in the morning. You guys saw me, right? 9:30. Yeah, I knew it was 9:30. Why am I bugging? I'm like 9 a.m.? Yeah, stock market opens in a half an hour, and I'm going to have to jump on out really right at 9:30 because I then have a half an hour to pack, 10 o'clock. And then we can leave here, you know, I can make sure my family's all set, get them together, get to the airport by like 10:40. It's a 40-minute drive. And then check in, get everything done. It'll be 11:30. And then my flight's at 12:55. I mean, we're boarding at 12:20. So, like, I'll spend like 40 minutes in the airport if I'm lucky, and then I'm out of here. So I think 9:30 is a smart place for me to jump on out, everyone. What do you guys think? I'll ask you guys, when should I leave for the airport? I'm 36 minutes away. All right. Look at all you guys. I love you. You guys, look at us. I should ask questions. I should be confused more often. Kanto's looking great. I like Kanto a lot. Kanto's very interesting. So there's Bitcoin in a nutshell, right? We talked about the bearish scenario, and then I give you the smaller bullish scenario, and we're working on the magic to see which way is it going to go. Right now, it's looking pretty good at 30,667. Had a chance to dip, did not. So we'll see. Stay till we hit 32K, baby. I know, right? Earlier the better. Jesse Namasol, I love you. Good morning. Shout out to Misty and Crypto in the house. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm in sunny Florida, St. Petersburg. I'm flying out today, so I had to leave. Hey, Misty and Crypto, you want to do me a favor? You want to go live at 10 a.m. and you can handle my lifers for me? Because there's going to be an open slot, and I love you. Look at this. I would never offer this to anyone else. I'll give you my slot. No, but I don't know if you want. I know you usually go live earlier. I apologize that I'm live on your time. But if you wanted to go live at 10, I won't be live today. And a bunch of lifers are going to be waiting for some cool place to go. So, might be a smart move. Anyway, am I giving away too much? Sam, I'm live at 9:45. Oh, that's great. This is great. Great. So if it gets the pump, man, while I'm flying. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, everyone. And shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. Wherever I go, she goes, man. There's a group of YouTubers that are coming with wherever this movement goes, baby. And everyone that was good to me, everyone that respected me, everyone that showed love to me, oh my gosh, it's going to come back tenfold on you. I love you all. Lifer sworn Miss Team at 9:45. You guys are funny, man. You do what I say and you do it now. Swarm, Lifer, swarm. You know what I mean? Stream it up if y'all want to jump in after this. Bang, bang, bang. Bitcoin along with the dollar going brrrr. I know. You will buy Bitcoin at 14,200. You're funny. Yikes, that's kind of scary. Oh my God. No, never. Miss Teen Crypto, no poaching. You're funny, man. You're silly, man. Jamie, man. Anyway, everyone that shot Phantom, so I can get out now. I know, right? Phantom's booming to the upside. You can still get out. It has the liquidity. You don't need it to short it to get in there. Let's take a look at the DXY on this morning, on this beautiful day that God gave us. And you know what? I have to pray, man. Dear Lord, thank you so much for an amazing day yesterday. Like one of the greatest days of my entire life, business-wise, future-wise, emotionally, spiritually. You fulfilled me in every single way I've ever dreamed possible, through people connections and through love and discipline and desire. I cherish my relationship with you, God, and I'm thankful that I have one. I know you are real. I know you are strong, and I know you're with me every day. Please feel the same light for everyone. And everyone, find that place. Find that. God is calling you every day. Don't turn your back, and he will never turn his back on you. Amen. So let's take a look at the DXY here on the 1 hour time frame. All right. And I see this as a descending triangle that wants to break to the downside. I see a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, shoulder. I mean, this is nasty. This is nasty pan. Nasty pants, you know. It's also inside of a symmetrical triangle. Low. You have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high, you have a lower low. You didn't break that low, but you're in a downtrend, in my humble opinion, you know. Now, it's attempting to try to, make some type of move here. It's in some type of wedge. Does it break back to the upside a little bit? The 1 hour suggested it may, okay? The 1 hour suggested it may. The 4 hour is done, but they could both, retest. Are you looking for some divergence on maybe the 15-minute time frame? And you got a nice divvy right here. Divvy is when you swing up on the RSI, but you're pretty flat. That's called exaggerated bullish div. Suggest that we may get a bounce here too. So, and again, Bitcoin could be pumping with the dollar. Like the dollar, I don't, Oh, and we got to look at the CME gap too, and we're going to take a look at the CME gap. Super important that we look at the CME gap. But so the dollar, I do see a possible move back to the upside here for a bit of a bounce. But as long as it puts in a lower high, I'm good. I talked about it not getting back above 106.71. We got rejected by that as suggested. And so far, so good for the dollar dumping. I mean, not good for the dollar, but good if the dollar dumps, Sad, I'm an American and I want the dollar to go down. It's really weird, right? I want a strong dollar if I'm in America, right? But at the same time, they keep printing money. I really want a strong Bitcoin. I don't, you know what I mean? It's sad to say, but Bitcoin's superior money. Why would I want money that wasn't as good as Bitcoin to be the strongest one? Now look, whenever the 21 curves and we get this moment, we dump down to the 200 SMA, at least to the 50. I see this taking a massive dump to the downside. Also, kind of hidden inside of this idea is a bit of an M pattern. See that? This is also an M right here. Both of these suggest that we dump to the downside in that descending triangle, the smaller time frame. So I see a dump coming. Once you figure that out, everything gets much easier. Smash that likes, baby. Give life for love, man. Every time. I have a short of 21 DXY 12-hour Bitcoin dump coming. Now, I mean, that's just crossing the dotted line. I see massive dumps when you get across the dotted line. I disagree, my man. And you got the moving averages telling you you're about to dump to the 200 SMA. When they curve like this, after a bearish div, you're going down hard. Look, you had your bearish divergence. I teach you guys this all the time. This is the money print. Watch, I'm going to blow your mind. You know how every morning I show you how to trade the 1 minute back to the 200 SMA and I call it the dinero banger? Flip this upside down. This is the dinero banger. There's your divergence. You're going to pump up to the 200. We trade this all the time. If my name isn't Sam, the dollar's going to dump right here. I'm calling it for you. I'm telling you, the dollar's going right down to this 200 SMA. If it doesn't, my system makes no sense. This happens over and over again. I call these types of things. This is how I call BLZ, falling to the 21-day moving average. The dollar's dumping, everybody. It's coming right here. I'm telling you right now, it's going to 183.58. A week and a half from now, it's going to be there. I'm going to make the stream and I'm going to say, guys, I told you this again. And everyone's going to be like, Lifer, you did. I'm telling you, there's a 90% chance we go to this line. I'm 95% sure that we're going to go down to this yellow line. Look, the last time we breached this line here was when we had a massive dump. We just breached the line. Massive dump is coming. When you get above the line up here, a massive pump is coming. These are the extremes of the stochastics RSI. People think, oh, you're oversold. You're not oversold till you curve. You're just starting the dump when you get across these dotted lines. You're starting the pump. Look at this pump. It started when you crossed the dotted line. Boom. Look at this pump. You crossed the dotted line. All the momentum came when you were above the dotted line. I keep teaching my students this. They don't realize. What they say, but you said overbought and oversold. Yes. But the biggest moves can come. I talk about it like, accelerating car. All right. They run out of printers at the line. Sam, I'm confused. M is shown as a bullish harmonic pattern and W is a bearish harmonic pattern. What's the truth? I keep trading, man. You do what you want. I've never got into harmonics. Waste of time. Complete waste of time. Did I use harmonics to call Bitcoin this weekend for one of the biggest calls of my life? No, I didn't. I didn't use anything that anyone else really taught me. I used my own sauce and the market. I used basically divergence, cup and handles, support and resistance. It was really simple for me. Really, really simple for me. All right. Bitcoin moving. Bang, bang, bang. We're getting the move right now out of the flag. 7-minute may just start to erupt right now and get that short squeeze. I see a short squeeze coming, baby. Market's about to open. They're going to squeeze these early morning shorts to the upside. Look at the 7-minute about to blast on some amazing move to the upside. The 7-minute looks like it's going to moon. Look, it got back above the 20-day moving average. This is a really, really good sign. And I may double down here on the trade now again. What I'll do is I'll look at the same trade that I made. Now I'll risk $128 for $400. Same stop loss and everything. Bang, and we're in there. Add to the trade. Now it's a $14,900 trade, $600 at 24x leverage. Let's go, baby. Let's go. While I'm traveling, I got the guts of a maniac over here. This guy's out of his mind. He's opened up a cup and handled the 7-minute time frame. Thinks he's going to pump right now in front of the whole world. What if it dumps in his face and everybody laughs at him? This man is out of his mind. He's insane. Shout out to Jesse Damisel now. Say moon again and watch it moon, baby. Moon, baby, moon. Moon, baby, moon. And look, this is a bit of a double bottom. This is a fractal of the bigger channel that we're looking at. Super Chats, Rune, YGG, Filecoin, and Injective Protocol. Shout out to Lakochi Coker, Jesse Damisel, and everybody here. This channel is going to blow up. I can feel it. I can smell it. I can't believe it's mine. This channel is blowing up. I don't know if you can feel it. The viewership is ramping up. People are ramping up. The volume on our exchanges are ramping up. We are taking over, lifers. Every single day we are taking over. Pumping to the upside. It's getting realer than real. My life is out of control. It's insane. We need a wrap song from Samsu. God bless Miss Teen Crypto. I love you. You're so cool, man. I love you, Randy. Man. I can't believe YouTube has so many cool people. Like, we have such a cool community of people, man, that are positive. We don't get into the drama, right? We just keep it moving. We're business savvy. That's why I love you, Miss Teen. You keep it real. You keep it pushing. You keep it business, baby. I'm a businessman, so I'm about my business. You know what I mean? I'm about my business. I'm about my business. Bitcoin up to 31K. I need to learn fractals. I got you, baby. Sam always is dressed up, baby. Inspired me. Amen. Put in that extra effort. You know what I mean? Look, 30,700 Bitcoin. We showed you this flag was going to blast to the upside. We talked about it. You're now in the money from the entry. This entry was right here. 30,644. That is up. Some people can make thousands of dollars off that little move right there. You'd be surprised. 7-minute is about to blast to the upside. We do have a resistance. The bulls must get back above this level to remain bullish. Do we have an inefficiency to grab from? Let's take a look. Yeah, we kind of touched. No. This is kind of an inefficiency here, but we came into it on this wick. But it still could be closed even better. Nothing to the left crazy. Any inefficiency to the downside. Nothing crazy here either, though. Everything's getting filled because, look, we had an inefficiency here. It got filled. That was your bullish order block right there. Shout out to Master Friend. Right? No. Okay, no. No, it didn't happen there. Maybe on another time frame. That's what I'm... Oh, there's an inefficiency right there. But look at that, man. Look at... We just called this pump to the upside, and we are getting the black. Look, that's a beautiful double bottom. I told you about this point of control on the 7-minute. We stayed above it. 30,633. We were golden. They just came down, got a few wicks. People who were kind of stopped off at the center and got to move to the upside. We should be up in the trade already. $7. That's how you make a fast cup of coffee. That took what? How long did it take us to make that $7? Was it under a minute or something? insane, right? So I see the dollar dumping down to here. I'm making the call for you. It's happening. We're getting the dump for the DZ, all right? The DXY coming down. Let's take a look at ES1, S&P futures, and let's take a look at what's happening here. S&P futures took a nasty tumble to the downside. Look at this shoulder, head, right shoulder. You know, Bitcoin could continue to fly. Bitcoin is now uncorrelated from the S&P, clearly. They are the least, we used to look at them together. They are not even close anymore, right? It's not even, this thing's been dumping while Bitcoin has been absolutely pumping. They're inversely correlated at this point. This looks like the dollar. People used to think Bitcoin's a tech stock, and I used to look at them like, it's only a tech stock for so long. It's like when you go to I talk about this, you sit at a light and you see two blinkers. A car's in front of you. Eventually, the blinkers match, but then they differ. You ever done that? I've been in the rain. I've been standing there, and I'm looking at all the cars in front of me waiting, and they got their blinkers on, and eventually, like, the blinkers start to sync. But eventually, they're off again. And that's kind of how Bitcoin and the S&P are. Like, they move, and they get bought and sold, and everyone's into talks, and everyone's into tech, and everyone's into Bitcoin. They start to move together. But Bitcoin's just booming, and the S&P is just trying to follow some trend. You know what I mean? However, I'm going to show you something that's very interesting here. And we're starting to see what could turn into some type of divergence. We need a divergence here. If we lose this level, the S&P is going to drop. It could be a shoulder, head, right shoulder, but I do see it in this bigger channel. All right? I see it like so. And as long as we can hold this, see this point of control here at 4163, as long as we hold 4163, we're going to moon. And I did call along for the S&P, which actually went up when we first called it right here. All right, at about 42.11. I see this cup and handle for the S&P, and I see the daily getting oversold, and we may even go a little bit lower. I just don't want to see us close candles and start to lose 41,033. That's when I'll be like, all right, we might come down for a giant double bottom and then make a bigger move. So we could even see this, though. Like, it's not all bad, even if it starts to look somewhat bearish, because we can make a double bottom if we do bearishly retest and fall to the downside. But that would be a nice short that I'm looking at on the S&P. All right, we're going to take a look at the S&P on the 1 hour time frame. What do I see happening today? Well, the 1 hour is attempting to bounce, and it's in a falling wedge. And the 1 hour kind of has a little bit of a bullish divvy here. It's not perfect, but it's slightly bullish divergence. That line isn't as far down as this line, and you would expect 78% of the time that a falling wedge to break to the upside. So you're in a falling wedge. You're starting to get away from the 21, which means you could pump back up. And this is the money, the dinero banger. Boom, pump back up to the 200 SMA. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a bounce right here back to the top of the channel for the S&P. And with this movement on Bitcoin, it kind of gets people more frenzied. So you had this double top. You broke to the downside. You're inside the channel. We need this break up. So the S&P, first off, has to break 42.59 to remain bullish. If it does that, we can kind of start to see something different moving. All right. And we got rejected. Look, that we could not get above 30,700. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We're going to have to flip this to remain bullish. If not, we're going to struggle. All right, and Bitcoin may not be able to make it. However, to the bigger targets. But however, let's take a look here. I mean, something like this. Still inside of a flag, but we are rejected. Remember, that 15-minute is not in our favor. It's the one thing that kind of like, but the 20, look at this though. The 21 crossed the 50 there. That's interesting. And look, the 21 and the 50 are both curving to the upside. It's quite interesting. That is just the way those moving averages moved and got tight. I see a huge move coming. A short squeeze is about to happen. I'm telling you right now. Shoulder, head, that's a right shoulder. I see a short squeeze coming. I really do. Makes me want to double down, triple down. Add 1% more to the trade. I'm just adding to the trade a little bit. Make it a $16,000 trade on the levy. Just the way these moving averages got tight tells me a big move can come. Like a pop. Whenever I see moving average get close like that, it's like Bollinger Bands. Bang! I'll get that feeling it's going to move. What do you think about the 1.6 billion short Michael Berry has on the S&P? He hasn't always been right. A lot of times he builds the shorts for a long time. But, money, M2 money supply is shrinking. It's not a big deal. It's kind of bad, BTC, USD. Let's take a look here at the CME gap because we made one. Let's find it. So, look, we made a gap right here at 29,800. Yikes. They love to come back to these gaps. So just these are fair value gaps. This is a similar idea that we're using there. So this tells me that Bitcoin is going to come back down on that bearish div. And let's look at the 4-hour time frame. This probably matches a fib level. This makes perfect sense to me. You have bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Okay? You pull a Fibonacci. You come back to the 786, which is exactly the CME gap. I mean, if that's not insane, if you don't think that's a coincidence that you may have to pay attention to, I don't know what to tell you. And this channel, man, we give you the weekly. We give you the bullish divergence. We give you ICT concepts that are taught to me by Master Friend because I went to class. I actually took class because I'm someone that realizes that I need to continue to learn, and that's why I continue to grow. You know what I mean? What does BOOKMAP show? Yeah, I think Michael Rumor's short was a rumor too. I don't even know if it's real. BOOKMAP says we're going to liquidate the shorts. They're coming, and they got rid of the long. The long's gone. They're going to the upside. BOOKMAP wants 31,000 and 31,005. I see a move coming. I really do. But just remember, after the pump, we do see a gap. Now, not every single gap gets filled. I will tell you that. But there's a gap right there in the CME, and you know there was a gap because Friday night we closed, and they didn't come back until Sunday, and we did make a gap. However, Bitcoin started pumping around 2 o'clock. I realize now, wait till 2 on a Sunday. CME opens, Bitcoin starts to move. They don't want to move Bitcoin until CME comes because they don't want the gaps. They control the gaps. Like, if you don't think it's rigged, it is. Like, it's definitely rigged. You don't think it would be rigged? If you and me became multimillionaires without us even knowing, we would rig it because we have all the money and we are the ones that control the market, because when we get in the market, we move the market and we're on the top and we see all the masses below us. And so like without you even wanting to rig the market, you do, because you're just so far ahead of everybody else in wealth. What can you do? You know? So watch the CME. I'm not saying we're going to fill it for sure, but because we're this far away from the 21-day moving average, price action will have to come on back. It's very rare you'll pump this far away from the 21. This only happens, like here, you should have come back to it. Here, you should have come back. Now, if we continue to pump and we express this level, eventually we're going to have to come back down to the 21. This 21 and the price action are going to meet. It's only a matter of time. All right. So I'd be cautious of the bearish divvy here. It is not even perfect bearish divvy because they are pointing up, but this is pointing up way further than that one. I just thought of when I used to eat spicy Italian BMTs from Subway when I was a kid. I just thought about it. And I just had I remember when I bit into the spicy Italian and I got that, wow. Now I don't eat pork anymore because that's changed. That was when I was younger, but it's just weird. I just got this sensation of when I used to eat that sub. Like, what? How does that happen? How does the brain go way back in time like that? And do I have a strange brain? Am I the only one that does that? I just tasted a sandwich in my mind I ate when I was 15 years old. I remember when I first had it. So weird. I gave you guys Solana. I put $3,000 in Solana in front of everybody. I said, this is it. I'm all in. I said, this coin's amazing. It's going to do some damage. And Solana pumped all the way up to 31 yesterday. And I gave it, look at this. Bang, Solana to the upside, baby. Cup and handle for Sol, right? And you can see I gave this trade, and I posted it to my wife too, just to remember it, right? Oh, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a move to the downside there. You call that a dump, boy? 15-minute isn't in our favor, so we got to be careful there. But look at this. I mean, I remember putting this out to the trading group. I call this pump beautifully. Look at that. I mean, I gave it to you. Fibonacci's, golden pocket. We have the point of control, hidden bullish divergence, stop loss, take profit. Bang. Thank you for playing Solana for gains. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. How do I find the cup and handle? Where do I know the retracement? Absolutely beautiful. Look, this is a 786 retracement. You see it? That's at the 786 right there. If you pull from here to there, from this fill, that's the 786 retracement. We were gone. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, above the 200 SMA. Once you get above a 200 SMA, you were gone. Market erupted to the upside. This has been an amazing run for Solana. And you guys saw me jump into Solana for a massive amount, right? I mean, a good amount. 3,000 is pretty, for the average person, pretty solid amount. I mean, so I called this for you guys. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Solana. And I even talked about it before the pump in the jacuzzi. I said, man, this thing is big. I could see it getting all the way back to 300. Right? So Solana on the radar. Sad, I got to be out soon, and I'm really, really sad, but I'm not. It's going to be a beautiful day. It is straight to the point, too. So clean. Very nice take on Sol, bub. Thank you. 9:30, I'm out.
I don't want to scare you again.
You want to scare me again?
No, I don't want to.
Disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Don't you disrespect me. You will respect my authority. Look, and I gave this trade. Look when I gave this trade. I gave it on Friday the 13th. Like, this is crazy, everyone. I gave you Solana, like, on the 8-hour. Look at this. And look how nicely, this is how nice I give setups to my trading group, because I know it's a teaching moment. Solana, exchange MEXC, 8-hour, and I will elaborate on more. Falling wedge in cup and handle. Oversold in the 8-hour, 22 in the daily, watching the 4. Bounce off the 786 in the golden pocket. And a falling wedge about to break the MA on the RSI, yellow on the RSI. Price just got above the red line, POC, point of control in the 8-hour. Buying volume is increasing. Seems to be a move coming. Lack of bearish momentum on the daily, curving up. Getting tight on the daily. 4-hour is slightly overbought, set alerts. And here's the trade right there for Solana. 21.59. This thing was the exact entry. It never got stopped out. And this thing would blast to the upside for massive gains. 27% gains and more since I posted it on the 13th. 10 days later to make 27%. I mean, you put a million in there, you make 300 grand. And that's a big coin, so it has a lot of volume. So you can definitely put in a few hundred grand in that. I mean, some people made a lot of money on that Solana call. I'm telling you that right now. And these are the calls I'm giving you guys. And this is how no one else does it like that. With the checklist, so neat, and talks about all the different things you can learn. Because you can learn from this. You can be like, wow, I gave you my sauce in the setup. Nobody gives setups this clean and complete. This is what we do in my trading group. It's unique to me. Yeah. Be safe, Sam. Thank you. Tell Wifer I said hi. I will. No stop loss was hit in the making of this trade. We love the sauce. Exactly. I have 1,000x long on Sol at 26.4. Should I take the money or let it run? I will never tell you what to do with your money. You do whatever makes you happy. Bitcoin is waiting on the open of the markets at 9:30. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't panic sell, though. Keep your cool. All right? Don't be emotional. Trade what you're willing to lose and accept the deal. All right? Accept the deal. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance as it continues to rock and roll. We actually we could see this move happening because we talked about Bitcoin dominance getting a bit of a move to the upside, right? So we see Bitcoin dominance consolidating here. Chance we start to go sideways and then get a bigger move to the upside. I want Bitcoin dominance to go a little bit sideways. That could help out the alts. Even if we just go somewhat sideways and get a little pullback, it could be good for the altcoins. But this is telling me that Bitcoin's about to go on a major run. I think people do not want to be in the traditional markets. They know things are happening. Wow, Bitcoin getting dumped. Finally, the 15-minute taking over. Down 66 bucks. Kind of sucks. 69. I don't win every trade, see? I was bound to lose something at one point. But I haven't lost anything. My stop loss is deep. Let me take a look here at BTC. 15-minute, what did give me a vote of caution, but the 7-minute started to get a little funky, and I led into it a little bit. Could be the beginning of the dump on the 4-hour time frame too as well. We did show you that short that possibly could play out. All right. Just a symmetrical triangle. See, if we lose the 21 and the 50, we could come down lower. But you know what? Because these moving averages, I could see this just making another move. Wow, they're stop hunting fast now. Right when the market's about to open in 4 minutes, they start hunting. Pretty interesting. I'm never here when the market opens, so this will be fun. I used to do the show. I don't know if you remember. I started the show, I believe, at 9:30 or 9 o'clock every day. The show did start at 9 a.m., if you guys remember. I changed it to 10 at one point. I can't remember why I changed it to 10. I think it was just because I had so much to do in the morning for my trading group that I needed that time. You know, I'm going to stay in this trade. I would even double down into that red flag because the 7-minute wants to rip. That's just a double bottom for the 7. I'm not stressing this. I don't get emotional over trades. I take a deep breath and let it fly, baby. And let's break down the news at 9:27 p.m. right before this market opens. Let's talk about the news, shall we? Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I talk about the news, 3 to 5 minute segment in Web3, FinTech, crypto, and more to show you what's happening as the day begins. Let's talk about it right now. Sam Altman's WorldCoin switches Aura rewards plan to boost Wild supply. I think this whole project stinks to high heaven. I want nothing to do with it, but let's talk about it. The ambitious and controversial WorldCoin project will switch operator rewards from USD stablecoins to its wild tokens on October 24th, increasing the token circulating supply in the open market. That's going to probably make the market dump, and then people are going to start selling them when they get it instead of getting stablecoin and putting them aside. It was nicer when they got the stablecoin. I wonder why they're switching to the world token. Maybe they don't want to pay for the stablecoins anymore. They're losing money, so they want to give their own garbage token and watch it tank. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm not into it. I don't like what Sam Altman's doing. And he's called Altman. Like, did he change his name to Altman? And next thing you know, he comes with an altcoin. I find that just really weird. Like, he was destined to be an alt guy. He was born Sam Altman. Like, what if I was marrying Sam Altman and I was like, I like altcoins?
I mean, your name is Sam Price and you're the price right guy.
I'm the price right guy. Interesting. They call me the price sniper. Someone yesterday.
Sammy Cup and Handsy, Sammy Price.
Bitcoin miner Bit Digital diversifies into AI for substantially higher margin than mining. The firm, you should come into the news segment every day and just talk. We would get way more hits because you're a woman.
Can you hurry up?
Bitcoin miner Bit Digital diversifies into AI for substantially higher margin than mining. Bitcoin miner Bit Digital diversifies into AI. Wow. Dude. The firm is looking for a reliable income stream that's uncorrelated to Bitcoin prices. Bit Digital signed a deal with the AI firm that could generate more than $250 million in additional revenue over 3 years. The miner said it will buy $35 million worth of GPUs to serve the AI client. Wow, so they were a Bitcoin miner, and now they're going to use some of their mining for AI. What if AI takes over and no one wants to mine Bitcoin anymore? That's kind of creepy, and they'd rather give it to AI. First Uniswap token Haycoin price jumps $3 million per token. Uniswap creator Hayden Ames burned his token holdings over the weekend, effectively destroying 99 of the outstanding supply. The first coins ever floated as an experiment by the creator of the decentralized exchange Uniswap are now trading at more than $3 million per token, with a supply of just 4.4 tokens. The original tokens were released by Uniswap creator Hayden Adams in 2019, back when the exchange was in its very early stages. While first ever coins to be seeded and traded on the platform were never intended to hold any value, a large portion of the supply was destroyed soon afterwards. The group of the crypto traders stumbled upon some of the surviving tokens earlier this month that required all 4.4 and called it the Hay coin. The rest of the undestroyed tokens were held in a wallet owned by Adams. The limited supply held boosted the supply of the open market coins to hundreds of thousands of dollars shortly after being traded, giving a market capitalization of under $10 million. Adams, however, burned his stash on Saturday, effectively destroying 99% of the total supply. Burns are a way of permanently removing tokens from circulating supply by sending them to an address not controlled by anyone. Dude, this is like nuts. Traders can purchase a fraction of these tokens similar to any of the other cryptocurrencies. But Adam remains generally unimpressed. Hey, USDT is now a coin. I don't know where that's being traded. Let's take a look. And Bitcoin's still getting that little dump there, trying to hold on and not leave my target of that the bottom of the channel. 15 minutes still suggests that it could take us to the downside, and the chance that we're making this falling wedge here, and that the 15-minute wants to head further down to touch this 100 moving average at about 30,362. So Bitcoin's struggling a little bit as the market's open at 9:30 right now. Market bell just opened. It is 9:30. All right, 9:30. Let's take a look at the super chats. Any super chats that came in? Let's break it down. Thank you so much for the super chat. Super chat train. Let's go. Who's with me? Show some love. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much for starting that train. I watched 3X when your wife scared you live again. You guys are the best. File USDT. Thanks, mate. Inject broke $10. Can you please look at it? And can you look at YGG? All right. All right. And thank you for these two $20 super chats to get it going at the beginning of the stream. We really appreciate everyone that gives. It means a lot. This goes back into the company, and we really, 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 really appreciate it. All right. And Bitcoin struggling right now. May have to bail on my trade, man. I'm probably down almost $100. 85. Man, I lost the trade in front of everyone today. I got buried.
What does the chart say? What does the 5-minute chart say?
They said they were going to fly, but the 15-minute said no, and I defied them because every once in a while the 7-minute will pump, so I took a shot. Like, I've seen this happen before with a 7-minute.
Stopped out?
No, not yet.
Is it going to go back up?
But I don't want to lose more than $100, you know? So we'll see.
What does the larger time frame say?
The 1 hour wants to pump, but the 4 hour doesn't look good. The 4 hours, 4 hours suggest that it's going to take a dump today and start to move down.
That's up to you.
You know, and then I even found a gap in the CME that's a gap here in a fair value gap that suggests that we go lower too.
All right. Well, we got to go anyway, so it's better you don't have a trade on your mind.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It just tanked.
Okay.
Damn. I'm about to get stopped out. No. Put me below 7K.
That's life.
I'm never up at this time. I never traded this time either. See, I don't trade the open.
Yeah, so you don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't trade this. See, I don't trade the open. See what happened? They dump in the market right now in my face. You know, whatever. I'll just take the loss. I didn't get stopped out yet, so I'll keep it going. I won't get emotional. There's a chance I stay in the trade. We double bottom here, and we pump back to the upside. 15-minute is starting to get oversold, so we'll see. I didn't get stopped out yet. We'll see where we go.
You gotta go.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I finally didn't hit, but I never trade at 9:30 in the open, so that's what happens in the market open. They dump you. You know what I mean? However, the 15-minute did tell me to watch out and to be careful. We were overbought on the stochastics, and I knew that we would come back down. I just wanted us to see if we can hold this level. If we can wick back up inside, chances is just a stop hunt before a bigger move to the upside. All right, YGG, and then I'm out of here. I got to start packing up to get to the airport, everyone. I just have to. I have no choice. Should have pushed the flight further back. I don't know why we made it at 1 o'clock.
I don't think there was, you know?
Yeah. Whole market's going to take a pullback here with Bitcoin, honestly. What are you saying? It was on the covers?
Don't get on the chair now.
So YGG, I just see it going sideways for a while. You have to have a lot of patience in this one, but I see it going parabolic. It's only a matter of time, and it's been going sideways ever since I said it. It's just something I'm watching. Sideways, 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 and it's going to pump to the upside and then start maybe an even bigger parabola. Yeah. Nothing really to talk about really with a YGG. It is what it is, right? And I'm down 115 on the trade. That's how you lose $100 real fast. Please join the Crypto Library Show. Learn lose money. Kind of pisses me off because I'm always right. You know what I mean? But
isn't it about percentages? Like you played a trade that has 78%.
what?
Isn't it about percentages? You played a trade with 75% chance of the upside. So then there is that 25%.
Of course, yeah.
So then what are you talking about?
I love my wife. And Filecoin. That thing is dumping though. Can't get emotional, just let it ride out. Definitely shouldn't open a trade when I'm about to pack and go to the... I do so many stupid things. Sometimes.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Let's go.
I'm the hardest person on myself.
You're a hard person.
I'm so hard on myself, it hurts.
I know. All right, let's go.
Filecoin, I'm watching this giant Adam and Eve double bottom, man. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about it. Overbought on the daily. Doesn't look amazing. This just looks like you're going to consolidate before a bigger move. Yeah, I'm not going to go too into depth in that. And last but not least, Injective Protocol, which is I've been talking about the buy zone for a long time. I got a photographic memory just sitting in the pocket. And look, we got the massive move to the upside. I gave you the buy zone. I've been talking about this for days. It was a cup and handle. It's that in consolidation at $7 for a long time. Injective booming all the way to $10. I gave you guys this. I talked about it. It did take forever, but I see it getting all the way back up to 16 not too long from now and continuing to the upside. That's Injective, which banged on them. Bang, bang, bang. Oof. It's getting ugly. I don't really want to lose much more than that. You know what I mean? Personally, I don't like to lose too much. Hold on. I got to figure out. My mind has to figure out what's going on. They dumped me on the open.
Remember that's what the stock market used to do too?
Yeah, every time. Like, that's why I don't like trading 9:30. That's why I do my own thing.
Yeah.
I wait for the liquidity. I wait for them to bury everyone, and then they take the market somewhere else, and then I get the money. That's why my channel does so well, the 10 a.m. to 12. That's why, it's like, you don't have to deal with the volatility right there. Some people like to trade that volatility.
Yeah, but if you
Master Friend loves that
What if you
volatility.
traded
Like,
at 9:30 every day and you shorted at
oh, this thing is
9:30?
buried. I got stopped out. I'm out.
It's done.
I'm out.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
it's getting
You gotta get out of
flushed.
the way.
It's getting flushed, man. I'm done. I don't want to be in a trade anymore. Damn it. Don't open trades when you're traveling. Bad idea, in my humble opinion. Learn from me. I overtraded. Super tired. Flash close it, man. Why does it do that? Why can't you flash close? Revoke. Wait, quantity, long, short. No, I don't want to do something I'm not. Revoke. No, I want to revoke. All right, my order filled. Lost $100.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't like to lose in front of people. It's whack. You know? All right, I got to go. I got my mind on other things, everyone. It was good, right?
Yeah, it was a beautiful live stream.
I took a L, though, in front of the whole world. How do you feel about that?
The whole world is 700 people.
Yeah.
That's your world, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
You're a smile. It can't be that bad.
You're amazing, Sam. Thank you, Miss Teen Crypto. I got to get cookies. Be right back. Show that you're real and authentic. Still the man, Sam. It's going to reverse now. It probably will. Definitely will. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. I see a shoulder head and a shoulder. It could be the beginning of the dump down on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Bro, this is a rare occurrence for you. No sweat. You're legendary. You're doing great, Sammy. They just come after the late longs to draw in more shorts. You never count your losses. See you guys in a few for the daily zest. It's good you are more real when we see you lose once in a while. I like making losing trades. Why? Because it makes me better on what not to do. You take the L like a winner. Dude, you lost $100 and your family is great and you're about to leave for vacation. Such a loser. I love this BB trading assistant in the background. If only Trading View had this. The whole world takes an L from time to time, bro. Love you, Sammy. The realest in the game. Everyone, thank you so much for everything. I love you all. I appreciate you. It is reversing back up now, fast.
Yeah.
I should never have panic sold that.
You panic sold.
I did panic sell.
Why you panic sold?
Because I got
You
emotional.
put a stop loss for a reason.
I know.
Yeah, that was what you were ready to lose.
But, you know, I got hyped and started adding positions, and I hadn't calculated my risk properly.
All right, let's go.
Because I wasn't sure exactly. I had to start looking at my stop losses to see how much I could lose.
We got a pack.
Dude, it did reverse, man.
If you're not in the right mindset anyway, you're leaving.
Yeah, don't trade when you're traveling and you got a pack and you have a lot on your mind. Take that from me, man. I'm the only one who can't see the polls. The whole thing is always blank. And last but not least, we have 637 votes here. Will you ever be able to buy Bitcoin under 25K again? 55% say yes. 45% say no. What do you think?
Always, sell, buy the fear and sell the dream.
Why for trading coach? Yep. Juice stopped you out. I know, right? You guys are funny, man.
We gotta go.
I love you all. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. Welcome. Come on, come all. I'll see you guys in a little while. I got to get my mind right. Honestly, let me go back to the chart one last time.
What's the point now?
I just got to see something for myself. I'm obsessive compulsive. I got to make sure. You still, look, you came down when we held my trend line. And the 7 minute, I'm telling you, just looks scrumptious. Let's see here. For whatever reason, you're holding this trend line right here. And it's a symmetrical triangle for sure. See it? And honestly, that's going to have a measured move either way. It's a 50-50 pattern, right? I didn't get stopped out, right? See? Should have just held my stop until I could have bailed out for like $80 right now. Whatever, man.
Let's go, Sammy. Like, now you're really pushing it. It's 9:40. It's 9:40.
All right, everyone, I'm out of here. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. My wife has to kick me offline for me to actually leave. I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful live stream, and I might even pop in tonight. You never know, because the hype is real, and I appreciate it. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. I'll see you probably later and in the trading group. God bless.